we can't afford it. 30 years of stalling out while they pass another tax break for the ones with all the clout. Trillions to the penthouses, to the mansions on the hill, while they tell the working man there's nothing in the till. I've paid this payroll tax since 1973. Now they want to take a 20% bite right out of me. Yeah, they stole it from the elders and they stole it from the young. A 30-year-long robbery and every lie is sung. They print the money for the rich and tell the rest to wait, while the cost of simply living is busting in the gate. They sold out our tomato for a yacht and for a stock, and left the rest of us to bleed out on the chopping block. They say the clinic doors are closing, that party's going bust. They starve the system on purpose and tell us it's just rust. But every time the market dipped, they found $1 billion more to bail out the executives and leave us at the door. Now you're 72 and praying that your body holds the light, because the billionaires need welfare and the politicians sign. Down at the absolute bottom, where the safety net is torn, they slashed the Medicaid again to weather out the storm. I've looked into the faces of the families pushed aside, while the men who wrote the budget take a private corporate ride. They handed out the country to the highest bidding friend, and left the sick and vulnerable to break instead of bend. Yeah, they stole it from the elders and they stole it from the young. A 30-year-long robbery, every lie is sung. They print the money for the rich and tell the rest to wait, while the cost of simply living is busting in the gate. They sought out our tomorrow for a yacht and for a stock, and left our head of us to bleed out on the chopping block. Now look out at the young folks getting crushed beneath the lamp, before the paycheck even clears. Every dollar's gone and spent. They're doing mental math just to buy a loaf of bread, while the corporate landlords buy the roof right over their head. How do you save for a future in the present bleeds you dry? They tell them work a little harder, where it's a billionaire's lie. They said the silicon machines were for factory floor, but now the thinking hand is getting shoved right out the door. The white-collar desk are cleared, the algorithms take the lead. Trade off the lines of code to feed the corporate greed. At $1 trillion debt and the distant drums of war, it's just another rolling crisis taking profit off the poor. But the fire isn't out and the hammer's in our hand. We can tear this weird casino down and take back our own land. To the algorithm's death and the sickness in the air, we must forge a brand new system from the ashes of despair. We won't go crying there to the dark, we won't be pushed aside. It's time to grab the heavy wheel and face the rising tide. Yeah, we're facing down the rising tide. No more ain't on the wealthy, no more swallowing the lie. We build it for the working and we build it for the young, until the final ledger's balanced and the final truth is sung.